let's talk about Emmanuel Haros. I did go ahead and channel through some information on this case. I will share some of that information, and then more specifically, I wanted to share when Emmanuel's higher self came through, a message that he shared with me and wanted me to share. But I will touch on the mom, the dad, and the situation as well. I'm going to go ahead and state right here, this is for entertainment purposes only. This is just my spiritually channeled opinion, theory. I'm not making any claims. I'm just simply sharing information that I was able to channel through. I'm just going to go ahead and scan through my channeled notes. I'm not going to read every single thing this time, but we'll go ahead and start with Emmanuel did suffer a fatal injury while in the care of his father. The injury was not spontaneous, but rather the result of loss of control, either from rage, stress, or impaired emotional regulation. Force was used. There was a delay in rendering aid. After this happened, his life force began to leave while he was still physically capable of being saved. There was a moment where the father realized the severity, but instead of seeking help, he chose concealment and avoidance, which led to transporting the body, attempting to disconnect energetically from the act, and then participating in the search, not from truth, but fear and control. At this point, they had shared that Emmanuel's soul is not in pain. He was met and received by an angelic maternal field immediately after separation from the body. He holds no grudge. His final wish is not revenge. It is truth, honor, and ending the pattern. This pattern of male guardians harming what they were meant to protect must be seen, named, and stopped. Emmanuel's passing may become a point of generational reckoning, not just punishment. So that part was coming through with my soul team, and then Emmanuel's higher self had stepped in once he was anchored into this channeling session. Then I had a little bit more questions. So I was curious if like he could tell me like why this happened, like did he choose to reincarnate and go through this himself, or because I just like to ask the soul, right? So this is what his higher self told me. I remember the light before I arrived. I came from a place of stillness where all is felt but nothing is fractured. I choose this path not for punishment but for purpose. My father was breaking. His own thread was torn long before I was born. I saw this. I knew this. I came not to suffer, but to be a mirror. One so bright, even he could not look away without seeing what had darkened in him. When the moment came, it was quick. My body hurt, yes, but my soul was already lifting, even before it ended. I was taken immediately. I do not carry what was done to me. I carry the why. I came to interrupt the pattern. My short life is a lightning strike, not to destroy, but to light up what has been hidden in shadow. My mother's pain is sacred. Her heart will one day sing again, and though my voice is small, I am not silenced. I now work from the braid of light beside others like me. You have heard us before. You will hear us again. Thank you for seeing me, not as lost, but as witnessed. Oh, okay. And so this is when my soul team came back through, because I had asked, like, did he choose this? So they confirmed, yes, Emmanuel did choose this incarnation with the full soul knowing. His choice was not rooted in karma, but in intervention. He is one of the bright returners, a soul who comes briefly, powerfully, and then departs to shatter inherited silence in a lineage. These souls often incarnate into generational pain, ignite collapse or exposure of harm, leave swiftly, yet catalyze immense healing potentially. I'm going to say before I get to the mother, because I had somebody inquisitively ask, like when I was channeling Trinity Esslinger, like, oh, that doesn't sound like a child. Like, this is a 7-month-old baby. Well, just because he was a human baby doesn't actually mean his higher self and his soul is a baby. So I'm channeling through his higher self. So this isn't like a little baby that only has earth language. Like, this is a soul that is not a baby, if that makes sense. I have a video on it if you don't understand. Okay, so again, just spiritually channeled through about the mother. It says she did not deliver the fatal injury. However, she was present at certain stages before and after. Her energy is tangled, fear, trauma, learned helplessness, and misaligned loyalty. There is deep shock and fragmentation in her field. She is not without responsibility, but her role was that of one trapped in a pattern of submission, not a direct intent. She did not protect Emmanuel in the moment of crisis. She may have witnessed or known more than she admitted, obviously, and did not act swiftly to prevent or report harm once it occurred. From the human lens, the law holds her accountable. From a soul lens, she is facing her reckoning now, emotionally, spiritually, and karmically. Emmanuel is aware of this. He has released blame, but not for the truth. Her healing, if she ever chooses it, will come only through her full acknowledgement. Emmanuel did ask me to do a little ceremony at the end, just read a short little thing that him and the soul team wanted me to share regarding the children, the bright returners. So this is an invocation for the bright returners. To the children who came in light and left before the world could dim their flame, we see you, we name you, we honor your sacred spark. Your presence was not in vain. Your departure was not silence. You shattered the sleep. You lit the trail. May the memory ignite justice, and may your love ripple into every hand that lifts another child into safety. You are not lost. You are the return, and we walk forward carrying your light. And I made it through without crying. Well, almost. Okay, that's all I got.